I disagree with the fact that the president should use his brother's jet. I disagree in principle.
Why?
Because it's unethical.
Unethical?
Yeah, it is unethical.
Well, but I was just saying that for the circumstance of traveling to Japan, he could have used his brother's jet and government pays him for it.
It's unethical. The fact that the president uses the brother's jet
that's it on the
is concession of the fact that the president cannot travel commercial at all times.
At all times,
and therefore, there's need for a befitting presidential jet, which the state must take steps to acquire. So that principle is what the NDC must be bold to, apologize to Ghanaians and take. President Trump has a luxury private jet
of his own. He used it for the campaign, yeah.
But he uses Air Force One. Why when he was going to Alaska? Why didn't we see the Trump or the buoyant
plane?
Yes, the Trump.
This is the one he used for the campaign.
Why didn't we see?
It looks like a very big plane.
Very huge, ultra luxury. Why didn't he use it? Because state security protocols will not permit that. So under what circumstances?
Well, but also the Air Force One is more powerful.
So if you have
it's
for a purpose, because it's a military. Whenever the president is flying, the platforms that he's on must be the Air Force platform, where possible.
Something controlled by the Air Force.
Absolutely. So this presidential jet is just semantics. It's words we have all come to terms. We have all come to.
Oh, it's actually an Air Force plane.
It's
a military plane.
A military plane. An aircraft belonging to the assets, the fleet of the military, and one or two assigned for such executive travels. And so they've got it wrong. What if tomorrow, Esiedun Ketia, or Ato Forson, or Dr. Baumia, or Julius Debra, or Paul Adom-Otchere becomes president, and he doesn't have a brother who has a private jet? And we have demonized the principle of the state acquiring befitting presidential platform for travels. And how is the president will be compelled to travel commercial at all times? And how feasible is that? And do we want to now set a trend that if your brother doesn't own a private jet, you cannot become president in this country? That's a very dangerous one. It's unethical. Conflict of interest matters and all that. So all those people claiming, Standogbe claiming Jatta has saved Ghana, and it's unethical. And it's not a conversation we must be having. It is a concession that you need a private jet because you can't fly commercial all the time. Jatta is private. Fancy a situation where President Akufo-Addo was flying Bamti's private jet or Gabi Ochedakun's, private jet. Imagine Okujeto, a black one, the NDC, the kind of, up in arms, the kind of campaign they would have, diabolic campaign they would have waged against that. But they want us to clap. And so it is on humanitarian grounds. Is Ghana that poor? Is Ghana that, that broke? That we cannot afford to prioritize the safety of our president and our vice president and our high-profile VVIPs just because somebody did reckless politics with it in the past? We shouldn't be bold to confront the principle and the reality and set a dangerous precedent down. That must cease and it must stop. When the president was going to Japan, I heard some people doing politics. I said, no, stop, don't do politics. I will not do politics with President Mahama's safety and his travel. And that is why I will support any move that will ensure that if there's any executive helicopter, now that the Z9 is gone, that we can have, even if it's two, because not only the president, other VVIPs of government, the Speaker of Parliament, ministers, the generals, top chiefs, top personalities of the country can all have access to that. You may never know what exigency may require some VVIP on either side to be able to go on that platform. That is a conversation, honest conversation, apolitical. And the fact that the NDC is finding it difficult to come to table to initiate that discussion is an indication that they are still in their guilt. Their guilt of their past reckless, petty politics on these things. Are we waiting for an unfortunate second disaster to occur before we all put politics aside and do what is right for the state and what is right for the Ghana Armed Forces? And so we on our side, we will do that responsible, supportive opposition or minority posture, which takes matters and looks at them with a national lens. But they should come out of their guilt and apologize to Akufo-Addo, apologize to Ghanaians. Then we will have that conversation.